Alright guys, time for another pickup video, trade-in video here at the GOAT Games in Merritt Island, Florida, within the Merritt Square Mall, and we got a lot of stuff here. A lot of Super Nintendo games, a lot of PS1 games, a bunch of other games, and this Sonic figure here is apparently worth quite a lot of money here, like $200, $300. I'll show that guy off. But let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Let's get this PlayStation 1 stuff out of the way here. We got the good old-fashioned Wheel of Fortune. Second edition. Oh, PS1 games. I think it says FMV in it and stuff like that. I never really played any of those game show based games, but it could be fun. We got a whole bunch of Tomb Raider games. Tomb Raider Chronicles here. Tomb Raider, awesome game series for the PlayStation 1. And a little bit on the PlayStation 2, but for a lot of people, Tomb Raider series, man, this was their jam. This is the game they love, but it's easy to see why. These Tomb Raider games were a lot of fun. They had really good shooting, great platforming, and they really just figured it out. Figured it out very early, the Tomb Raider games. They kind of figured out how to do PlayStation 1, how to do 3D graphic gaming. They figured it out very fast, and this is without dual analog camera control. Stuff like that, and they just really knocked it out of the park. It really is an adventure. It's just a great series of games. I can see why people are absolutely crazy about them, and they're still really cheap too. I mean, these games are still way under what they went for. I mean, this is only $10 for the last Revelation, and I get that some of them aren't as fun as the others to some people, but I mean, it's all Tomb Raider goodness to me. Exploration, shooting, you know, being Indiana Jones with a pair of pistols. Here's a classic right here, Dino Crisis for PlayStation 1. Capcom's amazing survival horror game that they never really went back to. You know, I know they got Dino Crisis 2, and Dino Crisis 2 is fun too. But as far as I'm aware, this is the only survival horror Dino Crisis, and it's surprising it's been this long. We haven't really seen another survival horror game of Dino Crisis variety, even after these remakes. I mean, this is survival horror with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are attacking you, and you gotta fend them off. T-Rexes and stuff like that. Absolutely amazing, awesome game. Especially if you like games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, stuff like that. Here's another amazing game, Tenchu Stealth Assassins. You are a badass ninja, and you're going around assassinating people in this kind of feudal Japan sort of period. Very Metal Gear Solid, kind of peek around corners, stuff like that, and ambush people and, you know, put them to the sword. Use a whole bunch of ninja shurikens and rope and stuff like that. It's just a really damn good series of games. This is what started it all. Tenchu Stealth Assassins, and again, only $20, man, for an amazing game. A really fun game. You like stealth, you like just being a cool-ass ninja, check it out. Here's another great game for PlayStation 1, Road Rash. This is probably one of the best racing games ever. Honestly, just a absolutely hilarious, fun motorcycle racing game. This is about being on motorcycles and racing, and that sounds kind of normal, but the thing with this game is it's very punk. You can get weapons and attack the other riders, and it's very street punk. You're not getting like you're not shooting rockets or turtle shells. You're pulling out a chain and baseball bats and beating the hell out of the other riders, and it's just absolutely hilarious every time you knock them off their bike or you see them fly into a police car, get into a head-on collision. It's just a hilarious, awesome racing game. Even though it's hard as hell, Road Rash is hard as hell, but it's hard to stay mad at that game because it's just so damn good. That's all the PlayStation 1 games we got in for now. I'm going to go ahead and show off this little switch light here. We got the gray switch light. You can see my reflection there. And a little bit of dust, but this will come off. I gave it a good look, and no major scratches or anything like that. I actually picked up a switch light recently, and honestly, they're pretty badass, dude. I'm definitely a fan of the Switch now. A lot of great games coming out for it. And the Switch Lite's good. If you have no intention of doing docked, you want to do handheld only, I mean, we're selling it for $160. So $160, get a Switch Lite. It's in good condition, and I actually mean it. There's no major scratches or anything like that. And it's just, it does well. And there's no stick drift either way. Check that stuff. We got some toys here. We got this, what was this, Charizard? Charizard amiibo. I'm surprised this guy's as cheap as he is. You'd think something like this would be like $100 billion, but these amiibos are pretty fun, pretty cool. We'll save Sonic. Show off, what is this, PD Piranha? I'm so glad they gave him a name, Piranha Plant. The Piranha Plant from Smash Brothers and from the Mario games in general. Just a funny character. All the enemies in Mario World are really imaginative. It's funny stuff. I always like getting the bad guy amiibos. If I were gonna get amiibos, it'd be the bad guys. Now this bad boy, this thing is apparently like multiple hundreds of dollars for the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle toy, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it looks pretty old, so you can tell when a toy looks old. And, you know, it's a little split here, but it's not completely open. It's still pretty firm. But yeah, this is pretty wild stuff to see for sure. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think that something like this is worth this much money. But I guess people are really crazy about their Sonic collectibles, so that's toys for you, I guess. That's toys. Now, we got this huge stack of Super Nintendo games, and we got even more. So we're going to fly through them real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. What is this? Out of This World for the Super Nintendo. Never played this one, but I like the cover art there. Like the guy being Mr. Invincible there. We got NCAA basketball. This you can't beat this old art, man. This old art is just too much. Bulls versus Blazers. Sports games were very popular even on the Super Nintendo. We've got Super Mario World, classic game. One of the best Mario games. That and Mario 3. Tough to say which Mario game's better between those two. Royal Rumble for the Super Nintendo. This is an awesome game for sure. Very, very good wrestling game. Very straight and to the point. It's not like these modern wrestling games where you're worrying about character stats and they have crazy long list of moves you gotta remember. You just get in there and you wrestle the hell out of people with some of the most famous wrestlers ever. Madden 95. What is this? The Stanley Cup. A lot of sports games, as you can see. Draken, oh god. This is an infamous game. Infamously hard to play. Here's a fun one. Pilot Wings. This is a very, very relaxing game. It's all about aerial sports, like hang gliding, stuff like that, parachuting, you know, things like that nature, riding a jetpack, flying planes. A lot of aerial, high-flying sports. Here's another Super Mario World. It's fun stuff. Street Fighter 2. That's a classic game right here, man. Street Fighter 2, this is the one that really revolutionized fighting games in general, and just a game people grew up with, people love. Final Fight, another amazing arcade beat-em-up. One of the first really impressive beat-em-ups. Ultraman. I never played this one, but it seems pretty cool. Those Japanese superheroes are interesting. FIFA 96. NBA Live 95. Okay, what's going on here? A lot of NBA All-Star Challenge. All right, this is rapidly getting worse and worse. Here we go, SimCity. Holy hell. I know there's some people out there who just put countless hours into SimCity for the Super Nintendo. This is part of why gaming's so awesome. There's so many different kinds of games. This is a game where you're building up a city. You make a city, basically. You take care of all the police department, placing them and where the electrical grid is and all that stuff. And all sorts of crazy stuff happens, and you have to balance the budget. It's just a really fun, relaxing game. And just Just a damn good game, really. Just a damn good game. Super Bass is loaded. I haven't played these Super Nintendo sports games, so I can't speak to them. But Top Gear, I never played Top Gear 2, but Top Gear 1, I know, is absolutely incredible. And Top Gear 2, from what I've seen, is very similar. Just an awesome, awesome racing game. Especially if you like those old arcade racers, like Outrun, stuff like that. Top Gear 2, lots of fun. And they have split-screen multiplayer, too. Awesome music as well. I should really use some of the Top Gear music for these trade-in videos. Here's another wrestling game for the Super Nintendo. Really good stuff. Just fun wrestling games all around. That's the whole stack of Super Nintendo games. Go ahead and fly through the rest of this here. We got some Switch games in. What do we get in? We got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. It's a remake of the original Pokemon games. Really cute, really fun. You can either pick Eevee or pick Pikachu. Maneater, I don't know what this is. This seems pretty sweet though. You play as a shark and you just... that doesn't look like a normal shark to me. This is like a Japanese kaiju monster shark. But it seems cool. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. You ever wanted a Street Fighter-like game, but with Dragon Ball Z characters, man? Dragon Ball Fighter Z is what you're looking for. Very easy to pick up and play, too. You don't even got to be good at fighting games or games in general. You can have fun with that game. Super Mario 3D All-Stars Collection. Collection of all the best 3D Mario games. You got Galaxy of Sunshine, Mario 64. And it's all right there on the Switch. A lot of fun. All right. Now we got some Sony games here. It's PS3 stuff, Sports Championship. It's kind of like a Wii Sports for the PS3. You gotta have the Move controller, though. Rock Band 3. This is everyone's jam back in the day. The Rock Band series. We could play all sorts of instruments, stuff like that. NHL 2K10. Look at this face, though. It's got to be one of the best sports faces I've ever seen. Guy looks like he's been marooned on an island for the past 5 years. He just recognized a friggin' ship out on the horizon there or something, and he's screaming for help. Wembley 09, the show. We got PS5 game. Whoa, a brand new PS5 game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the PlayStation 5. NHL 18. Okay, NHL games, you've got some great... This guy looks like he just saw someone he loved die. He's like, no! The faces they make on these sports games will forever be the most entertaining thing ever. Here's another PlayStation 5 game, Riders Republic. I don't know what it is, but they're just so damn funny to me. Maximum Football. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Okay, what is this? Never heard of it. I don't know. But it seems pretty fun. I think I've seen Goku playing baseball on the back there. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. There's a few GameCube games here. Nothing too crazy. Ninja Turtles 2 Battled Nexus. This is a really fun game, actually. Great kind of just 4-player mayhem fun, really. Like it says on the box. Unlock the original Turtles arcade game. That was a fun thing you could do in these older games. Was unlock the previous games. You didn't have to pay for them. You could just straight up unlock them. Grand Theft Auto 3, and it was a very novel thing at the time. Kingdom Hearts, awesome game right here. Disney characters teaming up with Final Fantasy characters in an RPG. It's a lot of fun. From Russia with Love. Those 007 games are good. Another Tomb Raider game, Angel of Darkness. Never played these PS2 ones. PS1 ones, they're fun though. Great Escape. And last few games here. Pick these up. What do we got? We got Kingdom Hearts 2. Absolutely amazing game. The one that definitely took the series forward to the future, basically. Indiana Jones for PS2. And good old Lego Star Wars video game. And that's everything, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to check out the rest of the videos here on the channel. All sorts of crazy old stuff in the trade-in playlist. So if you like watching, seeing all these old stuff come in and just kind of living in the past, well, go ahead and open up that playlist. We're also trying to do a bunch of other stuff here on the channel. Let's Play, stuff like that. I'm not sure what I'll settle on. I like to take a look at weird games, so maybe I'll do that. But until next time, take it easy, guys.